Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy Assassin Dave and welcome back to the Baichi advanced tutorial. In today's video, we're going to cover 4 very useful tips, including the skill 2 hidden tips, the wall hop tip, as well as charging ultimate, whatever that means, you will find out in a little bit. And last but not the least, the kidnap. Oh, that's right, we're going to kidnap somebody with ultimate instead of just taunting them like a noob. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, first thing first is the skill 2 hidden tips. Now, a lot of you guys actually know that skill 2 is a skill that you can hook people back. But did you know the skill 2 animation actually is different from the skill indicator? For example, right now, the skill seems like it's gonna land on this puppy, on this dummy, but it's not gonna land. If I do it this way, it's the exact same. I don't know why that's the case, but it's just that if you look at the skill indicator, you can see that there is a little wiggly line that's symmetrical on both sides of this fan. Wherever that line that's like, meeting with the arc, the outside arc, that's basically your actual outside range, right? So if I hit somebody, if I hit this dummy, if I hit it like with inside, I'm gonna land on this dummy. But if I hit the outside of it, I'm gonna miss this dummy. That's just exactly how the skill works. Another thing is the skill 2 indicator actually doesn't show the actual length of the skill 2. Like this actual skill 2 is longer than this. For example, right now, right? You can see that this is clearly outside of the fan indicator because the actual skill is longer than the indicator. Now, I don't know why that is. Don't ask me. That's just what it is. Just remember that this is a little bit longer. So sometimes, it seems like you're gonna miss, but you're not gonna miss. But some also at the same time, you can also change the direction of where you're walking to make sure your skill lands. Just to control the skill a little bit further. All right, the next tip is wall hop tip. So let's say there is a team fight here, happening on the other side of the wall here, and I want to cast my ultimate across this wall. Now, if I do it like this, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna land exactly, where I started, right? Which is really embarrassing. If you do like this, you're gonna be like, people gonna hit the surrender vote starting from that point on. And we all know how strong Baichi's ultimate is, right? When you jump on a target, not only do you taunt them for up to 2.5 seconds, depends on how much HP you have. It's 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. So the more HP you have, the longer you taunt. The taunting word means that they're gonna follow me. So you can see that they're involuntarily, like this AI right here is involuntarily walking towards me. That's just how the skill works. It's really, really strong. One of the strongest initiation tool in the game. So let's say if I want to jump over this wall, but you can walk close to it and always just aim a little bit towards the right side of this wall, and you're gonna for sure land. This is because there's how the wall works, how the extension works. Like look at this arc. If I, jump on anywhere on this line, like it's not gonna reach. But if I just like hit a little bit to the right, it's gonna jump across the wall. And then just make sure that when you're jumping, make sure you hit a little bit towards the right when you're walking towards it, right? Like I would just like do this just to make sure I hop over the wall sometimes. So that's a wall hop tip when you're going through some thick walls. Before we continue on the program, guys, for a limited time, get 20% extra token now by using the link in description or scan the QR code on the screen. You can purchase a monthly pass for as cheap as $2. And you'll be supporting me at the same time. So what you waiting for, guys? That's 20% extra tokens with the link in description or scan the QR code right now. All right, the next tip is called charging ultimate. What it means. Before I get to the charging ultimate, you first have to understand the animation of this character, of Baichi itself, right? First of all, the skill 1 has a charging animation. And the longer you hold it, as long as you hold it across a little bar there, you're gonna do 3 times more damage and healing. And that just tells you most of the time wanna hold this across the bar, right? But sometimes it's really hard to do that. How do I make sure I have a better hit rate with skill 1? Well, the skill 3 also has a really long animation, but little do people know, when you're using skill 3, you can also charge up skill 1 at the same time in the mid-air. So let me demonstrate, right? If I jump, I can immediately use skill 1, and by the time I land, I have my skill 1 ready to use with fully charged. Check this out one more time, right? I'm gonna immediately activate skill 1 or holding skill 1 while I'm jumping. It's like, this will save you a lot of time in this animation and just do a lot more damage and give you a lot more heal. Now you understand the charging ultimate. Now you understand the skill 1 charging and how it works. By the way, I'm gonna show you another tip, which is like how do you check bush with Baichi. Now, obviously, this character is pretty tanky. A lot of times you can just walk into it. But sometimes if you know, if you have a feeling there are a lot of people in there, you don't want to walk in, you can always charge like close to it. If you get this insane heal, right? You know there's a target in there. Because normally you don't heal that much. But like if you get close to it, I'm full HP now, and you're healing like insane amount, you know some targets in there. And their skill 1 scythe hitting animation is pretty long, and it's similar to Lam's skill 2, where like as long as you touch it in mid animation, you're gonna get the heal. So it's pretty cool. You can use this to check, you know, bush vision. Another thing, obviously, you just throw the skill 2, or like, you know, pretty far away, you're gonna see the target. Or you can just like throw this guy, you know, kind of close to it, because animations like, you remember the hitbox, you will pull the target outside the bush as well. All right, ready or not, here comes the kidnap ult. The very, very important, probably the most advanced Baichi animation or technique that you want to master in order to be a Baichi player, okay? How does it work? Let me show you the first components of it, and then I will show you exactly what it meant, okay? Everybody know the skill 2 can pull somebody, but did you know the skill 2 actually have an animation delay? What do I mean by that? Look, if I throw the skill 2 right here, right? And just towards the end of it, before the skill hit, or like when the skill hit, right? And then I use the flash, you can see right here, even though the skill already hit, but I flash after the skill hit, because the skill 2 delayed, animation delay, this Dun is still pulled towards the final destination, right? And that's the skill 2 animation delay for you. Now, knowing this, you can time your ultimate. Instead of a taunting like this, I can pull this Dun towards this direction, towards the direction I want to pull him. Now, how does it work? You can surprise your enemy. The simple version is like, if I throw the skill 2 and I just like wait until the skill 2 hit, you know, get close to the target, and then I jump with the ultimate, it's gonna pull the target. And let me demonstrate, right? Okay, throw skill 2. You see how now Dun is pulled back towards the tower, right? And this works in any direction, right? And let me demonstrate, even if I'm in this direction right here. You can see like right now I'm pulling Dun, and let's do it one more time, right? You can see I'm pulling Dun backwards, kind of like kidnapping him. And remember, while I'm pulling this guy back, I'm also taunting him because he's landing in the direction of landing in the final destination of my ultimate. So he's basically getting taunted and getting kidnapped and getting taunted in towards my side of the territory. That's why they're really screwed, right? Now you can take a step, you can take this a step further. What I mean by that? By implementing flash along with it. And there's a lot of variety with this, right? Let me demonstrate the first variety. Let's say I want to engage somebody with a surprise, right? I kind of throw the skill 2 further away without the enemy noticing. And I flash onto them. And just when my skill 2 is about to land, I ult backwards and kidnap the enemy. They're like, what is happening, right? How does that even work? Where do I get pulled and how do I get taunted? And that's exactly, you know, why this is so good if you master it. Obviously, this takes some time to get used to. So I highly recommend you go to the practice mode and just go to town. All right, guys, here's a tip with the kidnap ult. You want to flash behind the target. That's number 1. Number 2, you can count from 0 to 1. And this will help you land a lot more accurate. Let me demonstrate. 0, 1. Now, here's another variety with a side kidnap ult. It's the same thing, right? But let's say I'm ganking mid lane. I throw a skill 2 right here. And just when my skill 2 is about to land, I can do the ultimate, right? Let me demonstrate. 0, 1. There it is. All right, let me show you one more time. So you start off, let's say you're ganking mid. You start off from the bush. You throw a skill 2 so they can't see. And just when the skill is about to land, that's when you throw like your ultimate, right? Like this. And this way they're getting, again, pulled back towards your team while getting taunted. All right, let's get into the new ranked game, the new season.
You are the jungler.
Everything's repackaged and it looks extremely good. Maybe hell pick? I don't know. There's a lot of character to be taken here, right? So Kira can be good for more CCs, or the idea can be good. You know, there's a lot of characters that can be used here. And let's take a look at our emblems. I think we're mostly gonna go for health. You can see we're taking Fate, we're taking Stealth, and then we're taking Void. Right? The Fate and Void give me HP, and also give me cooldown reduction. And also Stealth give me 10% movement speed, most importantly. Physical attack can be ignored. So far this build is pretty good. I just have to move the sequence of this Ominous Premonition. Other than that, we're doing pretty good. Let's get this game started. All right, make sure to subscribe, guys. So thank you. Here is a flying well. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Welcome
Competing
to
who has more money.
Kings.
All right, it's Clash Lane, guys.
Enemy
You obviously...
minions.
Wait. We're taking this jump. Jump. Nice. That is so cool. All right, I'm going for the boots of fortitude. Okay, I'm going for the boots of fortitude. Right off the bat. All right. Let's regen. Let's see who hurts better. Let's see who hurts more, right? And by the way, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do this, by the way. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the aggro. And then... let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's do this. You want to flash, bro? You want to run away? Okay. He flashed. So we have to let him live. You know, there is a rule in this game. If people flash, let them live. All right. Let's see where he is.
I'm both the wounded.
Stolen. Thank you. Thank you for the chicken. Appreciate that. Appreciate the chicken. We have successfully dominated this lane, didn't we? Didn't know. He does not know. He's getting swiped again. He does not know he's in the longer range. He thought he was not in the range, but he was in the range actually. Okay. All right, we are really far ahead. So let's go ahead and take this. Take the river spirit. And around 2 minutes. By the way, I don't play clashing a lot. Got it. I don't play clashing a lot, so this is gonna be kind of those one of those things that we're just getting used to. Let's take heal. All right, our jungle is here as well. So okay, use skill 2 and skill 1 combo to make sure you're secure. I think the jungler is in this bush. Let's get some vision. How about that? All right, you have all right here. All right, throw a skill 2, instant kills. This is how you do it, bro. This is how you freaking do it. You're right. Let's get vision so Zhang Liang can come back mid. And then after clearing mid, I can go top. All right, let's get some vision here. Enemy jungle does... Enemy mid lane is Yu Huan. Seems like he's invading our blue. And it seems like the Clash lane is invading with him. So I'm going to try to help. See if I can help.
An enemy has been slain.
The old flash combo! This is why you want to play Baichi as silent, guys. As if you play Baichi jungle, you're missing that flash. It's just such a big tool you're missing, which is not good. Let's go mid lane. Okay, I want to take as much farm as possible, so we're gonna come mid. We're gonna go for Yao time, you know. Now jump into our mid lane. Shove this lane real quick. Ooh, I got a core item. Let's see what our mid lane jungler is. I see the jungler going top, so I'm gonna rotate top, clear the wave, and then rotate back to bottom with the teleport. So I'm gonna throw a skill 2 haphazardly. This way I can redirect, you know. Redirect some attention here. I'm fine. Oh no! Okay, I'm not. I don't think I'm fine, bro. I don't think I'm fine. All right, this guy just ulted instantly. Sadly, there are 3 people rotating top, and that's not something I expected. So far, I haven't got any good initiations. You know, there hasn't been a good opportunity to. I'm gonna cancel that. Okay. All right, I'm out. We'll have a lot of movement speed with our passive being fully stacked. Now I'm going to teleport to top. This guy's missing the opportunity to shove to chip the lane a little bit. That's fine. I'm going to throw a skill 2, instantly come here and charge up skill 1. Teleport. And now our team is fighting bottom lane. I can teleport. I see that Zhang Liang's ulting. I'm going to teleport towards mid lane and rotate block.
An enemy has been
All right.
slain.
Cool.
Double kill.
We're winning. I like that. Okay.
Your team has destroyed
Zhang Liang's
a
ult in
turret.
3 seconds. I'm ready. Okay, if he comes in, that is. Yeah? There we go, get wrecked. Alright, Marco Polo's on the side. Save the ult for Marco now. Don't use it anymore. We don't need it. I'm gonna engage with a... so stand on the side. I'm teaching like how to play Zhang Liang at this point, right? So like at this point, you don't have to like, you know, you don't have to use their ult anymore. You know, just save it for Marco, for their mid lane. Or for their marksman. The marksman come in, there's no reason to fight anymore.
Retreat.
I don't know why I keep on fighting.
Retreat.
Okay. Okay. You see that ultimate, guys? Let me engage first. You save the ultimate for Marco Polo now at this point. Don't engage. Yo, you're out of the bush. You're out of the bush. Pull back. No. Overextended. Okay. If I have burning damage, he's dead. Alright, Omnis Premonition is finished. Alright. Yo, I have anti-heal with, you know, the plate mail, so I'm good. We're waiting for our jungler, really. You know, I'm not going in yet. Let's go. I have all in 3 seconds, so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for their Marco Polo jumping. He's thinking about it. So, he's thinking about it. And I'm just gonna wait, right? Because we don't have Jungle all here. So if we do have Jungle all, like, I'll just engage in the backline. But if we don't, you have to really gauge your tools. Okay, what tools do you have available? So,
The Overlord and Tyrant have been enhanced.
all right.
Cannons moving out.
Nice. Let's do Shadow.
Turret.
Whoa, 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 whoa! This guy jumped over. You can ult him, ult him. Cook this guy. Yeah, cook this guy. All right, let's do Shadow Tyrant.
Charge.
Hey, wait. Why am I not able to charge it? He just jumped in, bro. He jump boarded. He's like, let me test this new patch. Let me test the new season. See how fast I die. Yeah, you die pretty fast, bro. You die pretty fast. I mean, it's fun and all until you realize you jumped on a Baichi, okay? And that's when you're like, ah, snap. I messed up. Oh, top.
Charge.
Oh, he's dead.
An enemy
Marco Polo
has
is there.
been slain.
I can ult Marco Polo now, to be honest. No way for him to use the skill 1. So I can dodge. Yeah, sometimes when you don't move, it's better than moving, actually. Right? We don't need to ult in, because that's gonna be kind of criminal. Should I do a combo for you guys? Should I do a combo? Let's see it. Okay, we're gonna do it. Alright, waiting for Marco to jump in. Whoa, I thought this guy was gonna do something crazy, but he just died. We're too far ahead. Where's our mid lane at? Mid lane give up! That's what happens with that game. They got Baichi'd. That's what happened. They got Chinese named. They don't even know how to pronounce the name, but they just got Baichi'd. That's what happened. Right? I can't believe Baichi has this animation after you win. Did I get MVP? Like 2-star rating. 14.1, 26% team kills, 100% team. Whoa, 100% team fights. That's insane.
If you run into trouble.
I have 100% team fight participation. I'm not MVP. You gotta be kidding, right? Like this has to be rigged. Let's take a look. What's my rating? I'm 14.1. Oh, our mid lane is jungler is 937. Oh, I'm not 100% team fight. I thought I was 100% team fight. Then what is 100% feature? What does that even mean? I tanked 38%, 70,000 damage. Pretty high there. How about the survivability? Damage taken to death, 70.1. Wow, look at that. Because I have 1 death, right? So this is a perfect score. It's literally perfect score. Farming wise, I don't think I'm the most farmed. I have 84, yeah, 8.4k compared to our marksman 9.5, 10.2 on jungler. So overall, guys, what do y'all think about Baichi? What do you think about this tutorial? If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and share with your friend. I'll see y'all in the next video, if there is a next video. Bye.